Do you want a show that after a few hours will make you say, "Thank goodness I'm single"? Or one that will have you turning to your partner in appreciative wonder going,
"Great. No red flags"?
Well, then you need to watch The Ultimatum, a Netflix reality dating experience where people get dealt an ultimatum, marry me or move on, all the while their relationships look like this.
It's hard for me to express myself. It's hard for you to express yourself. Use words to say things.
Because I tapped my nails on the counter that triggered you.
Why won't you let me talk? Why won't you let me finish the sentence? God damn.
What are you talking about?
You're not learning shit from her. This bitch ain't got no fucking brain.
Listen to yourself.
What is she challenging with?
Listen to yourself.
What is she challenging
What are you getting challenged with?
What is she challenging with?
I mean, if these people really wanted to get their partners to shape up and realize how good they have it, they probably should have just made them watch this show. Now, The Ultimatum Season 2 primarily follows 4 couples. If you want to see the absolute mess that is the 5th couple, Lisa and Brian, go check out my previous video. But essentially, these two ditched the show after Lisa found out she was pregnant, leaving the rest of these rapscallions to figure out whether they want to stay together or start a relationship with a person from another couple. And everywhere you look this season, we've got dysfunction. So basically, our 4 couples, Kat and Alex, Trey and Raya, Roxanne and Antonio, and James and Ryan all swap partners to spend 3 weeks in a trial marriage. Alex and Roxanne are all business, and I mean that literally, that's actually all they talk about.
This is a great workspace. Working 15 to 16-hour days. And I'm working. Work. I'm still gonna work. I'll sit with you and talk about business all day. All day. Careful.
This is supposed to be about relationships.
Shut up about
Working.
Shut up about
Working.
Then there's Antonio and Kat, who have absolutely no interest in each other and only cling to the hope that their previous partners are missing them, while Trey catches feelings for Ryan because she actually wants marriage, whereas his partner Raya has said she's not ready, and she definitely won't be getting there anytime soon, as her trial marriage partner James won't touch her with a 10-foot pole.
Do you want to hold my hand?
Right now?
Do you want to hold my hand is a question. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, if this is what your marriage looks like, run. But the couple that gets me all rustled up watching this show is Alex and Roxanne. Cause they start off pumping each other's egos up about being all hustle grind, successful people who are doing this trial marriage thing so well.
If I didn't feel good, you were gonna like make sure I got what I needed. Yeah.
Look at us.
I know.
Doing good.
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
But things don't stay that way, as the show then makes the guys and girls all get together for drinks to talk about their trial marriages so far, and here Roxanne goes off. First, she says this right in front of Alex's original partner, Kat.
I was open to sleeping together. Like, I was open to hooking up. I was open to holding hands.
so is Alex open?
I think he's totally open. If I said Alex, he'd be like,
Then Kat starts talking about how Antonio is super enthusiastic about conspiracy theories or something, and Roxanne goes,
Which is nice. He gets like super excited about
absolutely
those.
not. I actually hate that shit. But I'm like, that's sweet that he gets excited about something and wants to share. It's annoying as shit. I'm trying to like not shit talk, so.
Then she goes to sit down privately with Kat and starts bashing Alex. I mean, absolutely trashing him.
You know, there's some red flags, and it has like broken my heart almost to feel like you are with someone like Alex. I work with women all the time. That's my business. I have a certain way with feeling and knowing and just embracing women. If I said Alex, he'd be like,
All the while, Alex is having a sit down with Antonio and kinda doing the same thing. Mostly saying he feels bad for Antonio because Roxanne has, well, not been very nice about the man who dished her an ultimatum.
She kind of is mean. I feel bad saying I think you're Roxanne's whipping boy. She doesn't respect you. Not heading the right direction. Without the great Roxanne, would be nowhere's gonna be this big loser.
I mean, I'm no Alex fan, but he's not wrong. Antonio, on the other hand, doesn't believe a word of it, and he thinks that Alex is just trying to break the two of them up so he can go and snatch his girl away.
I just can't imagine she complains about anybody other than, like, work. I feel like I just got told some bullshit by Alex. I've had a lot of men try to take Roxanne from me. It's crazy.
Well, at this point, Antonio is on the brink of a meltdown. He's absolutely furious, and when he tells Kat about this, and Kat goes,
Alex's mom texted me after they met Roxanne, and she was like, Roxanne clearly doesn't like Antonio.
It's here where we get to understand why Antonio is acting the way he is, pretty much because he's delusional.
I just can't believe that she would tell his parents that.
Flashback. With my ex, I'm the challenger in the relationship constantly. He's never had a goal, ever.
End of flashback.
He's a fucking liar. And his fucking parents are liars too.
So Antonio immediately calls Roxanne to get to the bottom of this Scooby-Doo mystery.
But why the this shitbag can look me in the eye and think that he can just say shit like that?
Don't call him a shitbag. He's not a shitbag.
He's a liar.
At which point Roxanne says to come and see her, and he Forrest Gumps it out of there. I mean, he just bolts and starts running to her like a good whipping boy. And well, Roxanne is pissed. Suddenly, her and Alex are not doing so great no more. So when Alex comes around saying he had such a good night, Roxanne stares him down like,
Good, huh? So good.
So eventually these two blow up, with Roxanne calling Alex fake and Alex calling Roxanne mean and not respectful. And anyways, none of these couples are in a great space after the first trial marriage. Trey says he's developed feelings for Ryan and Ryan is so not into it. James apologizes to Raya for being so unavailable during their trial marriage.
It really bothers me that I wasn't able to give you the experience that you felt like you needed from all of this. And for that, I am sorry.
Okay, who does this guy remind me of? Wait, I got it.
And for that, I am sorry.
Don't be shy to tell me it's a great idea. To be honest, I love compliments.
And as for the others, well, things start to blow up when they all have to meet at this recoupling dinner.
You have
no
no
idea what you're talking
emotions.
about.
You have no emotions.
You don't
like,
know.
You
That's
need
the
to,
thing,
like,
dude. You don't know what you're
learn.
talking
I mean, his
When you
mom texted me the same thing.
And I see where he gets it from. The people who raised you think that they know what the they're talking about. They have no idea what they're talking about.
I respect him like a motherfucker.
Flashback.
He's never had a goal, ever.
That's sweet that he gets excited about something and wants to share. I actually hate that shit.
End of flashback.
So at this point, everyone now starts a new trial marriage with their original partner, and it's pretty much a nightmare. Raya is horrified that Trey caught feels and is now second-guessing everything, not to mention...
Okay, yeah, she can't get wet.
No, not
Oh.
We gonna hop right in.
James now suddenly wants to get married, but dude has a ton of unresolved trauma from his childhood and gets triggered by Ryan moving her hands too fast.
This is what I saw. And it wasn't hard, necessarily, but it was fast things in my face, and it reminded me a lot of how my mom communicates when she's mad.
Meanwhile, Roxanne spends her first night back with Antonio, respecting him hard.
Last night I slept in my bed with Antonio. It was nice. He smelled like a Funyun.
I respect him like a motherfucker.
We definitely banged. He's getting mad at me for saying that. Yep. I initiated it for sure.
Okay, why do you have to say that last part? Is it so people know you were the one who had to take the reins?
I feel bad saying I think you're Roxanne's whipping boy.
It's also a big red flag when Antonio is desperate, and I mean desperate for Roxanne to tell him she loves him, but you know, when the cat comes in, it's all...
Look who it is. Oh, I love you.
Love you.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say seven.
Holy shit.
Now, amazingly, after all of this, Trey and Raya get engaged, James and Ryan get engaged, Kat and Alex get engaged, and Roxanne and Antonio...
Roxanne, will you marry me? Yes.
Yes, nothing inspires romance like asking your partner to marry you and seeing them slowly nod while anxiously crying. But alright, let's fast forward through this happy couple stuff and see where they're at now. Cause this thing filmed like a year ago. And well, they're all together for now. We even get to see Lisa and Brian, who yes, are now parents.
We, of course, gave birth to a baby boy. He's 7 weeks now, so still very new.
Okay, no disrespect, but was I the only one sitting here doing the math to see if the timelines added up on this? Now, it's important to note that these two still aren't married, and yes, Lisa still has an absolute hate-on for Raya.
There is a 7 years age gap, and it's just like it just seems like you were trying to put down another woman because you were upset, and I did not appreciate that at all.
I don't care.
So then, if I may, you called her a Hooters bitch.
Worse yet, all through the first few episodes, Lisa kept saying,
Yeah, sitting up there talking to the Hooters bitch. I'm going home. You sitting there talking to the f***ing Hooters bitch.
and yet, Raya comes out with this bombshell piece of new information.
We got our nails done, and that's when we kind of like talked about, you know, what do you do for a living? And like I told her I worked at Hooters, and she said she used to work at Hooters.
And I think where they're confused too is you also worked at Hooters.
I don't regret what I said.
Honestly, she's the worst. She's the worst person in the world.
Now at this point, Roxanne comes out saying, well, maybe she was hormonal because of the pregnancy, but come on. You can't just go around saying, Your Honor, I plead not guilty by way of being hormonal, especially when you're out here physically abusing your partner. Now as for the other couples, they all come out with things like save the dates and plans for the future, well, except for one couple.
Roxanne and Antonio. He proposed, and you said yes.
Barely.
We're still not where I want to be. Antonio's made great strides.
Yeah, this is a disaster in the making, especially when we find out that Roxanne won't even wear her ring.
How quickly after the engagement did you take it off?
I think like the next day.
Okay, I don't entirely think that's a bad thing to do depending on the couple and how comfortable they are in their relationship, but come on, Roxanne. You know how insecure Antonio is about you expressing your feelings for him, so you have to know that that's gonna shake him. And, all reunion, Antonio just keeps taking it on the chin.
Would you marry this man?
It's just not top of mind right now for me.
Yeah, I would.
Roxanne, would you marry him right now?
Give me like, no, absolutely not, no.
But let me tell you, after watching all this, whew, I was drained. Though I do feel at the end of the season that a lot of people might be better off. And by that, I mean the people watching. 'Cause if you're single, or if you're in a relationship, take one good look and realize things could be a lot worse. So that's it for this recap of The Ultimatum Season 2. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, let me know your thoughts on the season down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And until next time, Bachelor Fantake out.
This is a great workspace. Working 15 to 16-hour days, and I'm working. Work. I'm still gonna work. I'll sit with you and talk about business all day.
Shut up about
Working.
Shut up about
Working.